Well, I'm excited that people are now taking pay per call serious. I would rather sell 100 calls than 1,000 leads. If you don't have a strong team, you don't have a strong business, and you aren't able to build strong relationships, hands down.
What are you excited about today in the pay-per-call, and even like the data space?
I'm excited for pay-per-call in general because I think people used to look at it as newspaper ad.
Like true call ads.
Yeah, billboards.
Right.
And they looked at it as, that's old school, that's nothing. Well, I'm excited that people are now taking pay-per-call serious. And they're saying, oh, no, I don't want to send you leads. I want to send you calls. Let me do the heavy lifting and get this person on the phone and then, pay me more. Because
it's a more valuable product too.
It's extremely more valuable. That advertiser still has to get that lead on the phone and power up an outbound call center.
Some buyers still think like it's the only way. And I prefer to sell leads. I love selling leads.
It is easier.
But the value of the call is so sometimes we'll get like a direct law firm that'll buy for like a tort that they're like testing out or something in the pipe works, right? And I'll be like, hey, do you want like the inbounds off the back of this? Because people are going to click the call if I give them the option, and no one else is buying this.
Yeah.
They'll say, oh no, we'll just call them. We're not set up for it. I'm like, dude, you're going to be, we cut your CPA in half.
Yeah.
And you're just saying no.
And one thing that
you don't want to adapt.
Exactly. I think when I talk to affiliates, I hear them say like, all I do is sell calls. I don't own enough in the funnel. And then I think they're missing a big piece. You own a piece of this funnel. You own that you were able to get this person on the phone. That part of the transaction in the funnel, getting that person to make that phone call, it's the hardest part. It's the most expensive, it's the hardest. You're essentially taking someone from Facebook who's looking at stupid videos of dogs or something like that. I love dogs, actually. That sounds stupid. I do that all day.
Cat videos.
Yeah, cat videos, fine. Yeah. And then you're getting them to click to a landing page and make a phone call.
Take time out of their day.
They're taking time out of their day. So as an affiliate, don't look at, calls is just kind of like a harder lead. Look at it as, I just took another step in a direction where I own more. I have more power in this transaction now, and it's going to allow me to build more value because I would rather sell 100 calls than 1,000 leads, simply because I know, one, it should net more if it's quality. Two, it should scale better because it's more long-term for the buyer. And so
less likely to pause. You're getting more wiggle room for better payouts if you need it. Higher caps. It should only increase if there's scale on the call center side, right?
I'm loving that. Like I see these other big networks that traditionally have been CPA or lead gen or whatever.
They're going pay per call.
Moving to pay per call. I love it. I feel like I'm like Alex Jones at Bohemian Grove right now, screaming about pay per call. Everyone's like, this guy's crazy.
Hey, you guys do pay per call.
Yeah. But like, I'm the lizard people are out there. No, they're just affiliates. So that's what I'm excited for pay per call. It's not going anywhere.
It's evolving.
I would also say with affiliates, you should become the product expert in X, because when you start to build the name for yourself, you're building a brand. That's the guy I want to go to for example, like Carlos Corona. That's the guy I want to go to for Facebook or for insurance. There's people like yourself, Ron Hart, where it's like, that's the guy I want to go to for tort. There could be home services pubs that have that reputation. I don't know a ton of home services pubs, and there's debt publishers. There's a million great publishers out there. And like, I think that maybe they should just try to brand themselves in a certain space, because then people start like
corner out the market that way.
Yeah, and then they fight for your business. They fight for your attention. Like I remember at Carlos's mastermind, what was his name? Jordan Messer. That dude's the man. And I never met him before. And I realized, this dude fucking crushes insurance. And like he gets to pick which clients he wants to work with that bring the most value to his business. And so like that's where I would like to see affiliates go, because it allows them to create more value somewhere, partner up with someone.
Not living and dying by the click. Like that's the biggest mistake, I think.
There's nothing wrong with doing debt, insurance, legal, home service. There's nothing wrong with that. But my own personal strategy would be, let me become that guy. Because once I build out that blueprint, well then let me just use it over here. If I can generate a mass tort call and get someone off Facebook to do X, Y, and Z, what's going to stop me from getting that same type of person to pick up the phone for Medicare? What's going to stop me to get that person to pick up the phone for auto insurance? And now you've got a blueprint. And so I feel like I just rambled on for 25 minutes on that. So yeah.
What separates you from other GOT players in the tort space?
3 things. Hands down, if you don't have a strong team, you don't have a strong business, and you aren't able to build strong relationships. Hands down. Always look for the best people to come aboard, take care of them, help them grow, and make sure that they buy into your vision and your journey. Number 2, for me, is when it comes to affiliates, I know what they're doing. Like, I know what their days look like. I mean, not specifically, but I know what it's like for them. I've done it.
You understand.
Yeah, I've been in the trenches with them before. And I think number 3 would just be our focus. A team who can help with growing affiliates because we know what they go through, and then we focus on X, Y, and Z, insurance and legal, and it allows us to become those matter experts. So I'd say it's team, experience, focus. Those are our big 3. And cilantro. Yeah, fresh.